Have you ever stopped to think about how all those big global climate change goals actually become, real investments?
Yeah, like where does the money actually flow? How does it work on the ground?
Exactly. And how do things like carbon credits fit into that whole picture? Sometimes it's happening in, well, unexpected places.
It's true. The high-level policy talks are one thing, but the real action is often in these partnerships, these specific projects.
And that's what we're diving into today. We're looking closely at Cambodia.
Ah, Cambodia. Interesting choice.
Yeah, how it's really stepping up as a key player in sustainable development. It's attracting some serious international investment and getting quite involved in the global carbon market.
Oh, okay.
Our main source for this deep dive looks at a recent commitment from TotalEnergies, but we've also got other articles that detail different big investments and sort of strategic moves happening there. Gives a fuller picture.
Right, so it's a broader look at the landscape.
Exactly. And for you listening, we want this deep dive to be a kind of shortcut.
Yeah, a way to really get how these global sustainability aims are actually being put into practice.
And to understand the mechanics of things like carbon credits.
And just see the concrete steps countries like Cambodia are taking towards, a greener future.
Okay, so let's kick things off with that TotalEnergies commitment in Cambodia. What are the sources telling us?
Well, it seems they've announced plans to invest specifically in renewable energy projects.
And these are tied directly into Cambodia's REDD Plus project.
That's right. It came out of a meeting, apparently, between Cambodia's Environment Minister, Dr. Ing Safale, and TotalEnergies Managing Director, Mrs. Dina Kumar.
And the sources emphasize the collaboration aspect, don't they?
They do. Minister Safale really stressed how vital it is for the ministry and private companies to work together on environmental challenges.
He framed it within Cambodia's own strategy.
Yeah, their three-pillar environmental cycle strategy. Clean, green, and sustainable. That's the quote.
And what about TotalEnergies' side, Ms. Kumar?
Well, she reaffirmed their commitment to sustainability naturally.
Talked about reducing emissions.
Exactly. Through investing in renewables and also developing something called nature-based solutions, or NBS.
Okay, NBS.
And she specifically noted that all this aligns with the Cambodian government's own 5-point strategy.
And she flagged up the urgency around climate change initiatives like REDD plus RDO.
Right, absolutely. Which brings us neatly to, well, what is RED plus S?
Good question. Because we hear the term, but what does it actually involve?
And how does it link to these carbon credits we mentioned?
Right, so the sources explain REDD plus, that's reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. It's basically a UN-backed framework.
Okay, UN-backed.
Yeah, and it gives developing nations financial incentives, money, basically.
Incentives for what?
For protecting their forests, managing them sustainably, keeping them standing.
Makes sense. Preserve the forests, reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Precisely. And it's those emission reductions or removals that then generate these things called carbon credits.
Ah, okay. So that's the link.
Yeah. And just for clarity, a carbon credit is like a permit. It represents 1 ton of carbon dioxide equivalent that can be emitted.
Right. And companies or countries needing to meet their own emission targets can buy these credits.
Exactly. So it becomes a tool, a financial mechanism to push towards sustainability.
And Cambodia has actually been quite successful with this already, hasn't it?
But that's what's really striking. The sources point out that between 2016 and 2019, just those few years, Cambodia sold USD 11.6 million worth of carbon credits under this REDD Plus framework.
Wow, 11.6 million. That's not insignificant.
Not at all. It really shows that REDD Plus can work as a way to fund conservation.
It demonstrates how a country can sort of monetize keeping its forests healthy on the global stage.
And they're active in several carbon markets, too, not just REDD Plus.
Oh, really? Which ones?
The sources mentioned 4.
Yeah.
The Clean Development Mechanism, REDD Plus itself, of course, the Joint Carbon Credit Mechanism, and voluntary markets as well.
So they're really engaged across the board there.
Definitely seems like it. But, it's not just TotalEnergies investing.
Right. You mentioned other sources showing broader interest.
Yeah. For instance, Vinciai Airports Corporation. They run airports, obviously.
Okay. What are they interested in?
They've apparently expressed strong interest in expanding their investments in Cambodia, but specifically in clean energy and clean water sectors.
Interesting. Clean energy and water. Crucial infrastructure.
Absolutely. And it's not just them. Marubeni Corporation, a big Japanese multinational.
Marubeni, yeah, I know them.
They're also showing strong interest, particularly in Cambodia's water infrastructure, recognizing how vital clean water is for, well, sustainable development generally.
That makes sense. Water is fundamental.
And then there's a really big one in renewable energy specifically. A Chinese firm, Donbaishan Holding Group,
Okay.
they've unveiled plans to invest around $500 million US.
$500 million. Wow.
In the first solar power plant in Kampong Spee province.
500 million USD for a solar plant. That signals some serious confidence, doesn't it?
It really does. And it's not only private companies either.
No, governments too.
Yeah, the sources also mention that Cambodia and Tajikistan have pledged to expand cooperation.
In what areas?
Key sectors like energy, agriculture, and education. So it's quite a multifaceted approach, bringing in different kinds of partnerships.
It seems Cambodia itself is being very proactive here.
That really comes through. Our sources highlight that Cambodia officially launched its own ambitious strategic plan,
A plan for what, exactly?
aimed specifically at cutting greenhouse gas emissions between 2024 and 2033.
Okay, so a clear national commitment, a roadmap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which surely helps create a stable and, attractive environment for all this green investment we're seeing.
That makes sense. Investors like predictability.
And to back it all up, the Cambodian parliament even approved a pretty significant law recently.
Oh, yeah. What did it do?
It basically facilitates payment guarantees for 24 electricity investment companies.
Ah, so de-risking investment in the power sector.
It seems like it. A move to really bolster the energy infrastructure, probably because demand is surging.
So you've got this powerful mix. International companies committing, major private investments flowing in, and strong national policies supporting it all,
Yeah, it paints a picture of a really comprehensive approach.
where environmental thinking is genuinely being woven into the economic development strategy at multiple
It
levels.
really does look like a clear roadmap for trying to achieve sustainable growth.
So pulling this all together, what's the takeaway for you, our listener?
Well, we've journeyed through TotalEnergies' commitment linked to Cambodia's REDD plus efforts.
We've unpacked what carbon credits are and seen Cambodia's, frankly, impressive success in selling them.
Right, that $11.6 million figure stands out.
And we've seen this wider pattern of major international money flowing into clean energy and water infrastructure there from various players.
So I guess the final thought to leave you with is this.
Yeah.
Cambodia's really strategic engagement with these carbon markets and its success in attracting all this diverse green investment, it's more than just a local story, isn't it?
Definitely feels like it could be a blueprint or at least offer some lessons.
So what is Cambodia's approach, especially leveraging its natural assets for climate finance and pulling in these investments? What might that signal?
What does it suggest about the future path for other developing nations, those trying to find that balance?
Between protecting the environment and achieving real economic growth.
Exactly. How environmental stewardship and economic development can potentially go hand in hand. Something to think about.